Let's get going. So, I'm Paul Count from the United States. So honored to be here with you guys.
Tôi đến từ nước Mỹ và tôi cảm thấy rất là vui sướng khi có mặt ở đây cùng với các anh chị ngày hôm nay.
Yes. I love Vietnam.
Tôi rất yêu Việt Nam.
Are you guys ready to talk about the mindset of a champion?
Các bạn đã sẵn sàng để nói về tư duy của nhà vô địch chưa ạ?
Yes. How many winners are in this room?
Bao nhiêu người nhà chiến thắng trong căn phòng này à?
Oh, how many winners?
Bao nhiêu nhà chiến thắng à?
Yeah, love it, love it, love it.
Rồi, tôi yêu tinh thần của các bạn.
So we're getting ready on the slides right now. We're gonna just crush it.
Và bây giờ chúng ta hãy cùng bắt đầu cái phần của chúng tôi.
So, let's see. So, one of the challenges that I've overcome. Do you guys want to talk about overcoming challenges?
Bây giờ chúng ta sẽ nói về cái việc là vượt qua thách thức như thế nào.
So the first challenge I had to overcome was how to eat pho.
Cái thách thức đầu tiên mà tôi đến Việt Nam mà tôi phải ăn phở.
Because I don't use chopsticks.
Bởi vì tôi không biết dùng đũa, ở đây cái đũa nó loằng ngoằng cầm.
But I overcame and ate the pho.
Nhưng mà tôi đã dùng rất là siêu và cuối cùng tôi cũng ăn hết bát phở đấy.
So for me, we're going to talk about my 3 keys to success.
Tôi sẽ nói về 3 cái yếu tố then chốt để thành công.
Step number 1 for me is always to say, why not?
Bước 1 đầu tiên là với thái độ tôi luôn luôn đặt câu hỏi là tại sao không?
So many times when people ask me to do things in life, whether it's in business or anything that I may feel uncomfortable with.
Rất nhiều lần mà người ta yêu cầu tôi là phải làm công việc kinh doanh hay là bất cứ những cái việc gì tôi cảm thấy khó chịu.
I always respond with, why not? What's the worst that can happen in that situation?
Và tôi luôn luôn có một cái thái độ là thế cái việc tồi tệ nhất có thể xảy ra là gì? Tại sao không phải là mình làm việc này?
So many times in business, you know, we actually, it's very little bad things can actually happen to us if we just took those little risks.
Và thực ra là trong kinh doanh thì đôi lúc là nó có những cái rủi ro mà chúng ta cứ chấp nhận liều mình một chút thôi.
So I was 23 years old.
Lúc mà tôi 23 tuổi.
And when I was 23 years old, somebody approached me and said about selling their internet business for them.
Có một người đến tiếp cận tôi và nói rằng là bán cái doanh nghiệp về internet cho họ.
And so I told this person, he said, have you ever sold a business?
Và lúc đấy tôi nói với ông ấy rằng là tôi chấp nhận cái thách thức này.
I said no.
Là lúc đấy thì là tôi nói không.
And he had a lot of real friends in business selling, real estate, very highly experienced people.
Đấy tất cả những cái người mà bán bất động sản này rồi những cái ngành kinh doanh cao cấp vân vân.
And he said, I'm going to give you 30 days to sell this.
Và sau đấy thì người ta nói rằng là tôi chỉ có 30 ngày để bán cái công ty đấy cho họ thôi.
And I had 30 days and we sold this entire business in 28 days for $780,000.
Và lúc đấy thì tôi chỉ trong vòng 28 ngày là tôi bán cái công ty đấy với trị giá là 780.000 đô la Mỹ tôi đã bán được.
Because I told myself, why not? I wasn't scared.
Bởi vì lúc đấy tôi đã nói với bản thân mình là tại sao không? Và lúc đấy tôi đã không sợ hãi và tôi đã làm được.
So I like to tell people one of my big keys is when somebody approaches me about an opportunity, I always say, why not? What's the worst that can happen?
Đấy, luôn luôn người ta tiếp cận tôi và với cái thái độ như vậy và mình hỏi tại sao không? Và mình luôn hỏi là trường hợp tệ nhất có thể xảy ra là gì và mình chấp nhận nó.
Can you guys apply that to your life?
Các bạn có thể ứng dụng điều đấy vào cuộc đời của các bạn không ạ?
All right, good. Can you apply it to your life?
Được không ạ?
Yes. All right. So let's right up here. This is my wife and my 3 kids from the United States.
Vợ của tôi và 3 đứa con của tôi ở Mỹ.
Yes. So again, this was my challenge of overcoming pho.
Thách thức để ăn phở đấy ạ.
But I made it. I made it happen.
Nhưng mà tôi đã làm được.
Yes. Yep. So I made it happen and we overcame.
Và chúng tôi đã vượt qua.
So this is a story about how I overcame, and it involves Cheerios. It completely changed my life. How many of you know what Cheerios are? It's cereal in America, very popular. So instead of pho, we have this for breakfast. So what happened? So my wife was 8 months pregnant with our second child. And I was going to speak at a conference about marketing because I was really good doing marketing work for my clients, but they weren't paying me. And so what happened is I was very short on money at the time, and my vehicle, my car, broke down on the way to the airport. And while we were on our way there, the car completely broke down, and I was stuck on the side of the road. And I had to call my wife and say, hey, can you come pick me up? And she said, okay. And she had to drive over an hour to come pick me up. And it was very stressful because we had these things called toll booths. She couldn't get through on the road. She couldn't go through on the roads. And what happened, it was a very stressful time. So we went into a restaurant to get something very small to eat because she was hungry and I thought we had money. And I used my debit card at the restaurant and no money on the account. And it was very sad, very frustrating. So my wife had to eat cereal, just something very little for dinner. And it made me very upset to realize that I put them and put my family in that situation. And so at that point, I made a change in my life and my business, and I focused on my funnel. I focused on building out my funnel. I focused on building leads and getting people to subscribe to my email list. How many of you guys know what a funnel is? Yes, awesome. All of you know what a funnel is. So it was because of this down moment when we had no money that I completely changed my entire business and my entire life, and it has resulted in millions of dollars in sales because of one sad time in my life. It's all about overcoming. Instead of getting down in the dumps, I said to myself, I'm not going to let this define me. I'm not going to let this letdown define me. I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm going to keep pushing forward no matter what. And I found a solution that changed my life. Can you guys do that too? Yes, awesome, very, very good. All right, so this right here, this is another example of me overcoming. I was selling t-shirts. It was one of my first businesses in junior high. I've been in business since I was a teenager. And I was selling t-shirts for this company. And they asked me if I would fly down. So I flew about 4 hours to San Diego, where Long has actually been in the United States. So I flew down to San Diego, and I was 17 years old at the time. And I had a whole bunch of t-shirts in a suitcase. And I was supposed to be selling t-shirts from a suitcase. And we got there, and the city police would not let me sell on the streets. So it was very, very frustrating. They would not let me sell. So I couldn't sell the t-shirts. And I was very disappointed about that because I couldn't sell these t-shirts, right? And so the event happened, and the next day I ended up going to the airport. And this is a great big sporting event. So since I didn't sell any t-shirts, I knew all the fans, the people that were coming to the game, I knew that they were going to be flying out that day. So what did I do? I set up my suitcase with all the t-shirts so I could be an overcomer. And I sold out of all of my t-shirts from the lobby of the airport because I went where my market was going to be. Is that cool? Because I don't let people define me. Do you let people define you? No, we don't want people. I didn't let a situation change what I do. I decided at a young age that I am going to overcome. When I was 17, I learned this skill. It was very, very powerful to me. So we'll go on to the next one here. So successful people say yes so we can overcome. It's so important. We say yes so we can overcome. And so we say yes. So success counts. That's my last name. That's my family name, Counts, so I like to use it. Because counts, it means like success matters. Success is important. And so we want this for everybody, very happy people. So success is 80% mental and just 20% doing the work. You would be shocked how many people actually have everything it takes to succeed. Every single one of you has what it takes to succeed. But up here, the mental gets in the way. Sometimes we lose track. The 80%, it's 80% between the ears. If I had been down there selling t-shirts and if I had failed, I would have said, a lot of people would have just said, I give up and go home. But no, I said, I'm going to overcome and I'm going to sell these t-shirts at the airport, even if somebody tells me no. Or when the situation happened with my family where we had no food to eat for dinner because we had no money, if I had said, I guess that's just how it's going to be, I'm just going to have to get a regular job, I would not have sold millions of dollars and I would not be here in Vietnam right now speaking to you guys because I overcame. Can you guys relate? Can you guys relate? Good, awesome. So we'll go on to the next here. So with the wrong mindset, you won't be able to put in the work to win. If you have that wrong mindset, that means you're not going to be willing to work. And so, you need to be able to understand that this is a process. This is a grind. Long was talking about it earlier, that it is a process. It's something that you guys need to do. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done for business, but there's also a great rewards, as you guys can see from Long and myself.